Hey everyone, it's Pat from Seattle Coffee Gear, and we are here today to take a look at the Carina LatteGo from Philips. So this is a machine that, if you're familiar with Philips line at all, you've probably seen the Carina name and you've probably seen the LatteGo name. Previously, the LatteGo milk steaming system was available on the Philips 3200 machine and on the Philips 4300 machine. And this machine brings the LatteGo system to the Carina, which is the sort of Seattle Coffee Gear exclusive most basic version of the line. It's also the most affordable machine in the lineup, and it is really simple to operate and to maintain. So if you haven't seen the Carina before, I'll run down what this machine does real quick. So this is a super automatic espresso machine, which means it does bean to cup all-in-one espresso grinding and brewing. So you're going to put beans in the hopper up here, and then they're going to be ground and tamped automatically by the machine, and then it's going to push water through those grounds into your cup. So you're going to be able to get a few different options for brewing your coffee. You've got an espresso button, which you can do in 1x or 2x increments. And that's going to do basically a traditional espresso. It's going to use espresso ratios and produce a shot in your cup. You've also got the coffee option. Coffee in this case is a little misleading because what it really is more like a lungo shot of espresso. So it's still brewed under pressure. It's not drip coffee. What it's going to do is push additional water through the shot. So you get a longer shot that's a little more diluted and closer to a drip coffee in terms of like the volume and the flavor. So I personally really like the coffee that comes out of these machines with the coffee button, but it's kind of down to personal preference. If you're really looking for a drip coffee, it's not quite there, so you might want to try it first. But I know plenty of people who prefer drip coffee who have had the coffee options from these machines, and they really like them. So you've got that as an option as well. And then you've also got a hot water button, which you could use for brewing tea, but you could also use it to make an Americano with the espresso option followed by the hot water option. So a couple of button presses, but then you've got yourself an Americano as well. So we've got a few different drink options that we can do for just espresso. But the reason that you're probably looking at this machine is because it also has the LatteGo automatic steaming system. So this is obviously a carafe-based system. The carafe is really easy to put on and remove. You can just take it off like this, stick it in the refrigerator, and then pull it out and clip it on like so when you want to get your cappuccinos. So it's a little, the only misleading thing here is on the Carina LatteGo, it actually just uses a cappuccino button instead of having both a latte and a cappuccino option. But I actually really like the cappuccinos from this machine because they're not as dry as what you might get from a traditional coffee shop. So you don't have to worry about it being all foam. They're just sort of in between what I would call a dry cappuccino and a latte. So it's kind of a nice middle ground if you like lattes and cappuccinos or one or the other. This is kind of a nice middle ground for getting that. You can adjust things like the dosage. So that's sort of like adjusting the strength. It's a little more complex than that, but this is going to literally adjust the amount of coffee used for the brew. You can adjust the volume. So that's going to be the size of the shot or drink. And then you've also got indicators here for when you need to clean or descale the machine, which there's guided steps in the instruction manual for how you do that. And then it's also got a note for the AquaClean filter to help you keep track of that. AquaClean filters are Philips filters for Philips Seiko machines that go in the water tank. They're really easy to change and manage, and they help to improve the time between descaling. So if you keep up with your AquaClean filters, with what the machine guides you in terms of when to change it, then you'll have to descale much less frequently, and you get better coffee as a result as well. So let's go ahead and give this a brew. Last thing to note too, I should say, it also does have a pass-through filter. So if you want to pre-grind some of your own coffee to put in there, decaf or something like that, you can do that as well. So let's try making a drink on this machine. I'm gonna go ahead and make a cappuccino right now using the LatteGo system. Okay, so any kind of drink you wanna make on this machine is really simple to do. For the cappuccino, all we have to do is push the button. We can adjust parameters here for the amount and the dosage. I'm just gonna leave them on the defaults, and then we push the play button. So let's go ahead and try this cappuccino. That's pretty good. I really like the temperature of the milk. One thing the LatteGo system does very well is getting the milk hot enough, which is something that you can struggle to find sometimes with sub $1,000 super automatic espresso machines. So that's really good. I also think the way that the espresso is incorporated works really well as well. So it has a lot of flavor. You can really taste the fullness of the espresso with the milk, which is going to be really great for your milk drinks. So with all that said, I think this is a really good entry-level super automatic machine that can kind of do it all. The previous Carina is also a great machine, but it does kind of require manual steaming. So if part of the draw for you is to be able to get your milk drinks in just a couple of button presses, this is the machine for you. The LatteGo system is really easy to clean as well, so it's pretty low maintenance, especially when you pair it with the AquaClean filter. All around, it's just a really easy to use, easy to enjoy, and easy to maintain package for a machine. And I think it's going to be a really great option for you if that all sounds appealing. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this machine, feel free to drop them below. Hit the like button on the video if you enjoyed this, and get subscribed. We're going to have probably plenty of comparisons and other content with this machine coming up in the future as well. Thanks so much.